Well, as Qaddafi bears down on Benghazi, the North African country remains technologically cut off. Libya's internet went dark on March the 3rd, following Egypt in responding to protests by limiting access to information. Nicole Itano looks now at the two countries and how they took themselves offline and whether other countries might resort to similar measures.
This is the era of the social media revolution. As change sweeps the Middle East, demonstrators are organizing online and smuggling their stories out through grainy videos posted on the web. But some regimes have struck back.
On January 28th, the Egyptian government ordered the country's internet service providers to shut down. The blackout lasted for 5 days. A month later, Libya's internet went dark too. It's still offline.
I went to Trend Micro, an internet security firm, to learn more about how the two countries unplugged.
So if we use a web browser to track...
The company's research director, Rick Ferguson, told me Egypt had essentially disappeared from the web. But Libya used a different, harder to detect method.
It's basically as if Libya has set up a block, a firewall, which will deliberately not respond to any traffic requests.
How would you send a message to the Libyan internet to see if it's working?
To check if something's alive. Okay, so right now we're going to use a tool called traceroute, which allows us to visualize the path that our traffic is taking to get from here to the server that we're requesting in Libya. And now it's gone on to cbone.net in London and then cbone.net in Palermo. As it leaves Palermo on its way to Libya, it simply doesn't get an answer anymore.
Are you seeing any other countries?
With unrest spreading across the region, I wanted to know if other countries were at risk. I dialed up Jim Cowie at Renesys, which monitors internet data traffic.
Unlike Egypt, Libya has really only the one internet service provider, which makes centralized traffic management fairly easy. Countries that are vulnerable to internet kill switch or internet shutdown are really those that have limited independent connections to the broader internet.
For threatened regimes, it's tempting to cut off the flow of information, but they've also learned it carries a steep economic price. Nicole, Bloomberg, London.